Oh my.
What is that?
A failed septic tank.
Look, we will get to that problem, and that is a large problem, but we need to do a few things first. First of all, who am I? My name is Jake, and I tell stories of the trades, and this entire video today is about plumbing. With that being said, we had 3 problems that day, and problem number 1 we are going to talk about first. With problem 1, we had a water main that broke, and I'm going to bop over to paint right now and explain to you what a water main is, so when you watch this video, you have an understanding and you can follow along a little bit easier. A water main supplies water from the city to your house. And here in the blue line, you can see the water mains represented, and you have a road. Usually water mains are underneath the road or near the main road. And with this, we have a shutoff valve. A shutoff valve is something that is a valve that is turned to stop the supply of water into the house. And with this problem we have as a breakage in the line, the shutoff valve now acts as a first line of defense of flooding the yard and or the house because of the breakage in the line. With that being said, now we know that what a water main is, what a shutoff valve is, and we are able to see the repair made on this water main, but we never got to see the beginning, which is fine. The repair is awesome. And so let's go hop into video 1 and look at the repair.
So, got the right fittings.
Got the right fittings.
Makes it easy once you get the right stuff, huh?
It's very easy. Once you have the right stuff, it's, you know, this is the hardest part, is digging it, and prepping it, and then putting it together is the fast and easy part. You know, and the most important part's that last one I did. That's the keeper ring. So it keeps that pipe from, even if you get a crazy amount of pressure through the city for some reason, it won't allow it to pull out.
What is that?
It's this part right here in the very end. When I tighten that down, it's like little teeth. Grips around that pipe to keep it from pulling out. This can do multiple types of pipe. When you take it apart, that's the seal that seals around the pipe. So even if your pipe is just a little bit smaller, you have enough threads that you can tighten that down around it, and then that seal tightens down around that pipe real good. And then the keeper ring with the teeth in it keeps it from pulling out. So you could do,
you just installed right there?
Yep. So you could do 2 or 3 different types of pipe and reduce it however you need to do several pieces of pipe, and that attaches around and compresses around rather than it just being a little O-ring. You know, making that seal. It takes a lot more pressure to fail and make this fail than it would shark bite.
So slow and steady.
Slow and steady. Let the pressure build up. If you turn it on too quick, it's like it can blow a bunch of stuff apart inside. If it's all at one time, just bam. Yeah, they've got it off inside. And we come back and check our fittings. I don't see any water rolling anywhere. And I'm really glad that where we cut it, the fitting is touching that electrical conduit instead of the pipe. Because that brass fitting can take a lot more than that pipe can. And it gives it a little bit of extra cushion below it. That way it doesn't hurt the pipe. All right. Now we get to cover. Just like that.
Not too bad. So one job down, one more to go?
One job down, 2 more to go.
2 more.
Yep, I got a recirculating pump that came in yesterday evening that they want done today.
All right. Now, problem number 2 is recirculating pumps. And we just finished with that problem 1. That was a water main break. And this actually ties into what kind of, well, plumbing in general all ties in together. So we looked at the outside of the house. Actually, we are now going into the inside of the house and dealing with a problem that plumbers deal with, which is recirculating pumps and water heaters. So let's go to paint, and I'm going to break it down to you. So a water main comes into the house, right, as we just saw, and it pushes water in the usually 2 directions. One to be a constant cold water line that goes around the house, and one cold water line that goes into the water heater to be heated up and to be sent out whenever you turn this right here, your faucet, on. And what is a recirculating pump? Well, let's break it down even more simple. What happens when you turn the hot water on? And we're going to do it this way. So if this was the only fixture in your house ever hooked up, and you turn the hot water on, this would be turned on, and it would be traveling from the water heater all the way over and up. And then your cold water would be from, could bring that around, your main supply line, and then be reduced down into your faucet. So where does a recirculating pump come in? Okay, let me show you. So a recirculating pump, instead of going from point A to point B, right, every single time, this is what's going to happen. The recirculating pump is usually on a timer or always on. And what this does is recirculates the water. So this water line will continuously stay hot. A normal line, hot water line, will only be pushing water from your heater to the fixture from there, and it stops. There's no recirculation. And what we have here on the recirculating pump is that it's always moving. So this little junction, this little T-junction comes off, and it's right there. So this is why people like recirculating pumps, because it has water, as you say, hot water on demand. So that's a quick brief. Mr. Chad does an excellent job explaining this. And so let's go over to the mechanical room of this house, and we'll show you what's going on.
So when they called me, she said that the shower upstairs, his main shower, when he would turn it on, he'd have to wait 3 or 4 minutes to get hot water there.
Okay.
So she sent me a picture. Sarah talked to her and said it's probably a recirculating pump. If they have one, it's probably gone bad. Well, she sent us a picture of the recirculating pump. I saw what it was. I said, it's kind of a newer house. It's weird that it's went out, but it could be. She said, well, come check it out. Well, when I got here, it was already running, and I felt it running. The pipe's hot. So I knew the pump was working. It was just a timer problem. And these timers on this always get messed up because they turn one way or the other. You have to line up exactly where the time is and then select the times you want. People get it confused. It's kind of a hard system. It's not user friendly.
What about you for you?
For me, I know how to do it, right? But most of the time when they install these, they put them on and say, good luck, homeowner. So for a homeowner, it's easier just to open this up and turn the pump on all the time. If they have a very set schedule that they know when they're going to be home, they know when they want the water within, a couple hours time, then they can set that timer up or get one that plugs in the wall. I always recommend the ones that go on the wall. I don't ever recommend the ones that are on here. Just buy a regular pump. And then you can get the ones that's like a Christmas light timer.
Okay.
Digital, you can literally say, I want it on at 2 o'clock and I want it at 3 o'clock.
And I've seen those even do with Bluetooth, maybe
Yes.
even Wi-Fi, that if they want a smart home, you can turn it on
100%.
on your phone.
Yes, you could do a smart, hey, I'm on my way home. Turn on recirc pump, Siri, done. And it turns it on. The iHome stuff that they've got, it's amazing what they've got now. You could do any of that. But these timers, they're junk.
So what does that pump do? So like it's on a timer. So like people that don't understand, like we're looking at a water heater at this house.
Yep.
So explain to them like what's going on.
So inside this housing is a pump.
Mm-hmm.
They call this area here the Venturi. So what it's doing is that propeller is just moving the water. It's not creating pressure, nothing. It's just literally moving the water out of this heater through the main loop all the way through the house, and then probably this red line right here that's coming across brings that hot water all the way back and into here, and it's just a constant
Right. So that's
circle.
Is that how people get like that hot water on demand faster?
Yes.
Without having like a stationary water heater.
When I turned on his shower just now, it was 2 seconds and his water was hot.
Okay.
Turned on his sinks and it was 4 seconds and it was hot.
Look, I get it. It's a plumbing show that did no plumbing. And, well, not every day and every job you're going to use every tool in your toolbox to fix a problem. Sometimes you use your knowledge and your wisdom, as Mr. Chad did, with this recirculating pump. And he got a happy customer. He gave him some knowledge. And you got some knowledge as well. So let's go into problem number 3, which is the septic catastrophe. So this is an Airbnb property. It has 3 living quarters on it. And we have living quarter 1, 2, and 3. And so here is what we have. Each black area is a piece of septic line that we are repairing for reasons. And let me explain. So this is number 1 is going to be a septic line that got cut by an Ethernet cable while the telecom company was burying Ethernet cable. They buried it right through the septic line. Number 2 is a double clean out, so the directional clean out, so it can go up and it can go down, right? And this is when you're scoping with a camera and or a rotor-rooter to push septic through. And number 3 right here is problem number 3, which is the deck was being built and a septic line got hit during the install. So with that being said, we're going to pop into number 2 first, because this was the hardest to install and it gave us the most access so that we could see upline and downline if needed, because Mr. Chad is also dealing with a clogged septic system at the same time. He came out a few days prior and he had clogged, like the septic system was like throwing rags out and it was craziness. So let's go to number 2 first and we'll come on back to paint if needed to, but let's get back to the video. Problem number 3, day in the life of being a plumber. Let's get it.
you need.
Level right there. Level. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Where's that tractor at when you need it?
I know. You're like, yeah, I mean,
Ah.
it's only, what is it, 2 feet down?
Yeah,
Not
probably 1.6. This is why I started with this one. This is going to be the deepest one.
Oh, this is going to be.
The other ones are,
Nice.
so you saw that one up there.
Yeah.
It's very shallow. Same way down here. It's going downhill, it turns the corner, and it's
Shallow.
not about that deep. So this is the funnest part right here. This is the stuff right here that'll get your back.
Get your back going. It's a good apprentice job.
This is what apprentices are for. Young, looking to build muscle.
Yeah.
Septic line double cleanout was installed, and we're going to go to under the porch and go look at how Paramount Plumbing and Mr. Chad conquers this problem. So let's go.
I'm already here.
Okay.
Look at there.
Got it.
Yeah. Golly.
Now. Yeah.
Now you can get to work, huh?
Golly.
Should be good until we get there. I sure will.
And
Okay,
just
sounds
like
great.
that, we got
Thanks
an
so much.
emergency call. That's how quick it happens.
Yeah.
So here you are again, making a directional pipe. Once again, these are built on site. These are cut to fit. As you see here, he's cutting and gluing, and we're about to be sticking it into the ground to fix this pipe. Two down, one problem to go. Yes, we've actually had 6 total problems today, but this job site right here, we've had 3. So let's go ahead and paint. Let's look. So yes, we have problem 2 done, problem 3 done. So we're gonna go over to 1. But here's a problem. I messed up, guys. Let's be honest. I didn't hit record fast enough, so Mr. Chad was giving me the rundown of the initial problem of why they got called out. So you're gonna bop into the middle of that conversation.
This was here.
Uh-huh.
So when I ran the cable down it, because they were backed up, only this one. These 2 were working fine.
Okay.
It just goes all the way down. And so I stuck the cable in it, and I got to right here, and I hit a real bad spot. Bam, and it went through. So I was hitting the dirt and stuff that was in the line right here. And I'm very lucky I didn't grab a hold of that wire and break it.
Oh.
Yeah. because it was in there. I mean, you can see, I mean, kind of. I mean, it was almost halfway down the pipe.
Right.
I had to come in here and cut it with my oscillator to get it to roll up out of there.
Mmm.
Yeah, it was almost a no internet afterwards day.
This was the only one that was backed up when you came out here?
Yep.
the other day?
Yep. But I kept pulling out those rags. Rags and rags and rags. I mean, I had
Oh wow.
like a basketball size of rags. So what I was doing is I was pushing them down and then grabbing a few at a time, pulling them out.
Mm.
So hopefully I've pushed them all the way to the tank. I'm hoping we'll find out. About that tree line.
So you're doing the same double clean out as you did on the first one?
No, this one I'm just gonna repair it.
Okay.
Only because, look at here. Water
Oh,
line.
More water.
Oh wow. That's super shallow.
Okay. 8 inches.
Not even.
Wow.
I mean, some people say that's a foot, you know.
Well, it's supposed to be 2 though. Well, is it technically 18 inches, Chad?
2 foot.
2 foot.
18 inches below the frost line. Frost line 6 inches.
Oh wow. I'm surprised that didn't freeze up over the winter.
I bet it did.
And just nobody knew because they weren't here.
Yep. Come on, rocks. You know what? That's 3 inch.
And you
That
got
ain't
4.
4 inch.
Uh-oh. What are our chances? Where's that 3 inch coupling? Oh, you won't be able to bend it to get it in there.
Mm-mm.
You didn't use the fern coat.
I know, I've got 2 of them right there.
No, the 3 inch fern coat. Did you put it back in the shop that I brought you the other day?
No, I think it's in there.
Great. I mean, I don't know how. It's only one.
Do I have any 3 inch pipe in there?
So he's gonna slip that collar over and patch it?
Well, he'll have to cut it kind of close, just wide enough that he can get that in there. Probably won't be fun.
It's not.
No, I feel like it's not gonna be fun.
And then you have internet, and then you have water.
Yeah,
So you can't just, you know.
yeah.
Gung ho with it.
Oh yeah, you don't want to clip that water line.
Right.
Who knows where the shut off is?
Inside that.
That mechanical room?
Yeah, that's the well.
Oh, that's the well. Is it locked?
No.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, what they do is they only want to trench once,
Right.
and so they just shove everything in the same ditch. You're really not supposed to do that.
Mm-mm. Supposed to be 3 feet apart.
Water and sewer are.
No, sewer's 10. But just in general.
We get a lot of that out in Mountain Home.
Yeah. Do you want me to try to shove that shovel? Do you have the flat shovel and I can put it in there so you don't hit that water line?
No, I got it.
He makes a lot of things look easy. When we have people that work for us a lot of times, especially apprentices, they'll work on something for an hour and he'll go over there and do it for 5 seconds. They're like, I just don't know how you do that, and it makes me mad.
That's humbling.
It's taken him a long time to learn how to do things that fast.
Yeah.
All right, I'll cover that up if you want to start your camera, Chad.
So what is this contraption?
This is a camera.
CM
So we're
pipe.
gonna run this down there.
Okay.
Since I was having such a bad trouble trying to clear it the other day,
Mm-hmm.
I'll run this down it so I can see what I'm up against,
Okay.
what I'm getting into. If it's just something simple, then, you know, we run the cable down it again.
Mm-hmm. So is this a camera or just like only a camera and you just control it with?
Yeah, no, it's only a camera.
Okay.
A little camera off the end of this.
Set it on down. There you go, kind of.
Good thing about this, I can turn it. Alright, this is the bottom. This is the top. You can see where the water runs over it and cleans it off.
Okay.
Alright, see that?
Mm-mm.
That hump?
Okay. That hump is a protrusion.
Mm-hmm. See it drop the camera too?
You're right. Oh yeah.
Usually that's a rock. There's another one right here. Starting to form. That's probably more, that's linear. That's more of a tree root. Another one right there. That's very common. Oh, there's a bad one. Let me get this dude turned around. There's a real bad one right there. See that?
Yeah. Oh wow. It's almost. Right there.
Yep. More of them. Another one.
Does it look okay to there though?
Yeah, I mean,
Great.
thin wall. It's got a bunch of intrusions like it's pushing up on it and stuff. Clear out on its own. Oh my.
What is that?
A failed septic tank.
No.
Straight into just a D box. No joke. No septic tank. See that?
Yeah.
See the second hole over there?
Yeah.
I see the second hole.
That's a D box. That's all that is.
Well, how do you know? Oh. Well, the solids have to be going somewhere.
Yeah, down the line.
Into the lateral field?
Into this big tank right here. It goes into this tank. Yeah, there's solids. Shit. Come on. Nope, do that.
Oh.
And then it goes down into that big tank, and then 2 lines go out for the lateral field. Let's grab the locator. Locate where that is.
What's your train of thought? So you found septic. Like, tell us what we just saw on the camera.
So on the camera, all we saw was, you know, that the line going where it needed to go. And then we're just trying to locate, you know, exactly where it dumps into the tank.
Okay.
We found that, and it doesn't look like a septic tank. It looks more like what we call a cesspit or a cesspool, where the solids dump in there and then and then they sink to the bottom, and the water rises and goes into a leach field.
Is that standard practice back in the day, or is it like
County stuff? Somebody did it that didn't know what they were doing.
okay?
Yeah.
And just we might be far enough out from code
Back then.
back
that they
then
didn't
that
care. Or that nobody knew about it.
okay.
There's your pit right there. It'd be an inch.
Right here.
Don't step right there.
12 inches.
Kind of far. You want to dig it or no?
I mean, it's been dug up right there.
Yeah.
No, I would just tell her what we found.
Okay.
Mark it with that flag and say,
This might be a problem later.
it ain't doing nothing now, but it could be bad later. Because technically the way a sewer tank is supposed to work, septic tank,
Mm-hmm.
is solids go in and water goes in to a big tank, and it dumps into what we call baffles. It pushes it into the clear area, and then all the solids and everything separate from the bottom and the top, and then it's nothing but water in the middle. And then the water in the middle goes out and out into a leach field. So that's what it's supposed to look like, and it does not look like that. Well, that makes me feel good. It's it looks decent.
Yeah, good.
Well, I mean, the line.
So that is wrapping up the septic catastrophe. End all be all of the job is that we ran the water hose and made sure all the water flowed down the pipes, everything was flowing, and the homeowner was informed about the old school leach pit, cesspit. I don't know. I'm not great with terminology. Remember, guys, I'm ignorant about this. I'm just trying to learn every day. So, for the outro, we're going to get into the outro. Ready, set, go. So, once again, guys, thank you for watching. This was a long video. I really enjoyed making this video. If you enjoyed this, leave a comment, leave a like, and tell me what you did like. And as well, share it with your friends and family. If you are a young man or woman looking to get into the trades, and plumbing to be specific, this is a really good example of what a life could be. And this is just one day. This is one 8-hour day. Now, how do you get a job? You grab your phone, you Google plumbing company, and you call them. And you're like, hey, my name is so-and-so. I want to be a plumber, and I'm an apprentice. Because I know nothing. And that's okay. And guess what? These people are here to teach you, because in order to be an apprentice, in order to be a journeyman, you have to be an apprentice for 4 years in the United States. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Be a tradesman. Repair the world that we live in every day. And remember, thank a tradesman. Have a great day.